to me. If you promise to stop drinking, I surrendered on that day. And for 10 years I've been straight.
The reason why I'm here today is because Miss Angela Samuels has been kicked out of her house. This is a foreclosure defense I've been working on for quite a long time. There's a lot of history in this. But basically, it's a really sad day. This just shows kind of what we've come to as a society and how Miami is functioning and how Miami treats people that have been victims of mortgage fraud and victims of illegal foreclosures. This is how they get treated. They're thrown out, all this stuff put out in the front yard, and there's something morally corrupt about this. It's just great injustice here, how Ms. Samuels was a victim of lending fraud. Somebody took advantage of her name and of her credit, pulled out thousands of dollars, ran off with the money, and then she's stuck with a tab. And then the lending company goes ahead and sells the house underneath her, from behind her back, and the new property owners don't care. They don't care that she was a victim of fraud. They don't have any empathy towards her whatsoever. And instead of trying to negotiate deals where she can buy back the house from them, even at some profit to them, instead of, we were in deals of negotiation of a rental-owned situation, they completely refused, and this is how they answer. This is their way of answering negotiations, is by throwing people out of the home. It's absolutely sick and disgusting. And so you got a gentleman across the street who is a property manager who's locked up the place, locked Miss Samuels out of her own home. And after we leave, they're going to bring over a house sitter, somebody who's going to stay in the house rent-free until they can figure out what to do with it. Why can't Miss Angela Samuels stay in her own house? It's absolutely travesty of justice here.
What can you say? Isn't that right? You were at the last minute and not saying no forewarning, just throwing everything out. Whether you have one person in the house or you have 10 people, it's not right. I'm here supporting Angie.
Besides the injustice of the mortgage fraud and the predatory lending that was involved in this case, the issue here too is, Angie was a pro se litigant and she was in the court system trying to defend her case by herself. And when you have cases like these, they're so complex and so arduous that you really need an attorney to defend your case and to bring those claims. And so what's happening is that a lot of homeowners who have legitimate defenses to foreclosure are losing cases that they should win because they don't have legal counsel. And the problem too is we have funding cuts with legal services, and legal services can't take on as many low-income homeowners that we were accustomed to taking. And so without legal services to provide them with legal assistance, they're pretty much left on their own unless they are able to come up with some funds to hire private attorneys. And hiring private attorneys, sometimes that doesn't work in their favor. Angela Samuels here hired 3 or 4 private attorneys who just simply took her money and did nothing for her case. And so she lost her home when she really should have won her home in foreclosure. And it's just an injustice all the way around. Violet, she got the wrong attorneys. I mean, she really did. If she had an attorney earlier in the process, there was a lot that could be done there. She came to us at a very late process in the foreclosure case, and so because of that, there was very little that we could do on our case because the home had already been sold to the investor. And we did attempt to try to negotiate some sort of rent-to-own agreement or a lease agreement, but the investor was simply not interested. And it's an injustice because the investor is obviously not trying to move into this home, and he's going to end up renting the property to some other person. The fact that he won't rent to the person that was already occupying the property is really egregious.
Where's it on the house? Buddy, you got nothing to say to me. Let me call the police right now. I can fix all that real quick. I'm going to call the police right now. You got nothing to say to me at all, buddy. I ain't offending you. I ain't offending you no kind of way. I'm not making no comments to you or anything. So you shouldn't say anything to me. I got eviction right here. Okay, all this come with it.
I just want you to know,
Man,
this lady was a victim of
You got
mortgage
nothing to say to
fraud.
us. You got nothing to say to us. We don't
So you got nothing to say to me?
Okay, but we actually
You can ignore me, that's fine.
What's wrong, dude?
It's fine.
I'm gonna call the police right now. I'll stop all this right now, man.
Brother,
Brother, we just. Well, you stopping me from doing what we have to do.
No one's stopping you. How are we stopping you?
Duhan's doing a great job with this investment. It's a great investment.
1741 46th Street. We had an eviction here today, and we have I need the officer here just to mediate something.
Yeah, hey, something's about to go down at 1740 Northwest 46th Street. You all need to get here fast.
I just came to help. I don't know what happened. Stuff everywhere.
Right.
They're all over the place. And we just came to assist them to help. It's good to see she got a good support group.
So I guess the house sitter ain't gonna have any AC either.
That's mine. I bought that. What you mean approved that? I'm the owner. I was the owner of the house. I just bought that a couple of months ago.
Find that paperwork.
I just, wait a minute. They don't.
Yeah, they get out of it.
You don't have no proof that you purchased it? Yeah, I got proof. I got the. She doesn't know where the stuff is. I don't know where all my stuff at. Hey, manager. Hey,
said talk to the
hey.
Officers will be compliant.
No, but they need to take that. No, I bought that myself. No.
Please don't let him take it away, man.
No.
I'm not entertaining. That's a felony, officers. Officers, that's a felony. That box is working.
Put it inside the house. But yeah, I'm working on that. And also, I'm going to assist. Just have your receipt. No problem.
They fucking everybody.
People are still getting evicted. Congress is talking about spending more money on drones and going to war and being prepared for war in the Middle East. And what about here? What about the war on the poor here at home? What are we going to do to stand up for our own people? This is absolutely ridiculous, and I only think the answer is we got to take back the homes that have been foreclosed. We've got to take these homes back. We have to move people back into abandoned homes, and we have to raise funds to do the minor renovations that they need so people can make those homes livable. Just take them back from the banks. We already gave the banks trillions of dollars in bailout money. They every year they pay less taxes than what they're supposed to actually be paying. It's time for us to act. This is absolutely ridiculous. When is it enough? When are we going to start taking these homes back and saying, this is our land, this is our home?
Yeah. Sometimes there are obstacles in life that we need somebody else to help us surpass. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what's happening is people don't care. These people right here, they may be in the same boat that she's in, but they don't want anybody to know. So they're dealing with it in silence instead of stepping up, because united we bargain, but divided we beg. We're begging now, and that's what it has come to. What do you tell your landlord when you just lost your job that you don't have his mortgage payment and he has a mortgage to pay? So he's just trying to keep his feet out of your shoes, because he have a family. He have to put food on his table. He have to keep his children with light. You know, he can't burn candles. So who's gonna suffer? You know, we living in a situation where it's do or die. You know, the law of the land is kill or be killed.
She just put it on you hard and go from there. In storage.
Oh no, thank you, Jesus.